I'm glad we got to this point because while I was in Germany, I was on TikTok and I found out that they're no longer allowing tourists in Hokkaido.
At all?
As far as I know.
I had not seen that.
They were because
of the disrespect, probably. People are fucking assholes.
Yep.
And that pisses me off.
Yeah,
I wanted to go to fucking Hokkaido.
Yep, and be like, I would have had so much fun just wearing a yukata and just walking around and enjoying the scenery, but...
And it makes me so upset.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't always be like this.
Hopefully.
Maybe, at certain points there'll be some kind of exceptions passed, some way to
I feel
get
like
in.
it's going to be a money game, though.
I know.
It's going to be a money game for sure.
No, that's really upsetting.
It is. It's sad. But, yeah, it's just like shit like that. Like, it sucks, but...
Right, you can't just go someplace... And behave.
An asshole.
like just chill, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't even get, like, what are you even doing at that point? Like, are
Word.
you running around in the street, like, like, throwing trash around? Like, what are you doing to, like, make them that pissed off that they're like, all right, we're not fucking letting you in here?
Well, there was one of those guys. He was flipping over trash cans.
I'm sure. Like,
I don't understand it either. It's just like chaos for chaos sakes.
I guess.
Why
you
want that quick attention? They want those hits. Oh, look at this guy watching this, and he'll be famous for a day.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, that sucks. Because it ruins shit. But then again, but we also can't sit here and cry about that, right? Like, we can't complain that people like him ruined it for the rest of us who aren't like that. I guess we just need to show with our actions that there can be other people to respect. I guess. I mean, I don't fully know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. You really can't cry about it. It's not going to do anything.
It's not going to do anything, right? It's not going to help any of us.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
It does just suck. People just can't respect things. But we see it in, our daily life. We work in a public place. We see what happens in our space.
Yeah. Yep. It's interesting.
Yeah, we had to go down, but it's human nature.
What do you think causes people to get to that point? Besides the hits, do you think like there is like some form of like
something fucked up,
like psychologically? Like, do you think it's just like?
Well, either yes, but that might be the easy answer. But also, like, I don't know. Is there anything to the fact that they just literally might not give a fuck? Right? Is there really just that line of, I honestly don't care about consequences, regardless of, are they my consequences or is it for the people around me? Yeah. Like, I just don't think about it and don't care? I don't know. Because, like, what is the, like, because what's this psychological issue of someone causing chaos? Like, what do they, they just want attention? They just like, what is it? They just like to break things. Or the Joker, they just like to watch the world burn. I don't know. It's weird. I guess to me, it's the attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's my judgment, I guess, that I see.
I mean, because the way I'm thinking of it is like, because part of me thinks of like, we gotta accept everyone for who they are. Like, if you were born with, like we talked about before, with like the nature of like chaos, then like I can't just be like, oh, like I have to kill you, or like I can't respect that. Like, I can't allow you to live because they're gonna branch off a little, but like you're born a serial killer, right? I don't know if we talked about this before, but like the idea of nature.
Yeah, denying that serial killer's nature.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So serial killer, I think, is a different extreme.
No, but
But like someone, we'll just take someone who likes to throw garbage.
Yeah.
As the example, right? This is a much easily
easily
handled topic. I
think.
Yeah. If a person really has something in their brain that makes them like garbage and makes them like to throw garbage around, then of course that person should be allowed to do that within their spaces. You can't go out into a public space and cause work and problems for others with that just because you like to do that. It's fine. You can do that. Just not here, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This is the Himiko Toga argument. Is she a villain because she likes to drink blood? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or is she not?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think Toga's a villain, and she says this, she says it.
Yeah.
The choices she makes in order to live free, she thinks the only way that world's going to be created is by her doing evil deeds.
Yeah.
But really, she just wants blood. She loves it. She thinks it's beautiful. And it is her nature. She needs it. It actually does something to her body. You know what I mean? She should be allowed to drink blood, but she should be allowed to drink blood given to her. You know, she should be allowed to go to hospitals and say, I have a condition. The blood that has been donated to these blood banks, can I please drink that blood? Because this is my quirk. And, and the law should have given it to her. And I think the same thing can be said for the garbage thrower.
Okay.
A serial killer? I don't think so. How can you want to kill people? All you can do is go fucking join the army, bro, and hope there's a war comes.
Yeah.
You know? Or like, I mean, this is weird too, but hire an executioner for death sentences.
Yeah.
And let the serial killer be a part of society that way.
So it really is about working together.
It's about everything in life is about conditions, and we're all an individual, but we're an individual in a whole, and we need to be able to push and pull against each other, all of us, to get our deeds done. You know, but we shouldn't. As we push and pull each other, there should be a form of friction that enables us to bounce off and continue, as opposed to either stick to each other. No, either stick to each other or piercing the bubble. You know, you see what I mean? Like, we should be able to bounce off and go on our way, like a bumper car. Yeah, and not like I don't know, like fucking when something sticks together. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can't think of something that happens naturally like that. Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, dude. Right? Because there you go. I mean, this comes down to those things in life. Take a serial killer. He wants to kill somebody. He wants to kill somebody so badly, but he's never killed anybody. You can't do anything to him. You can't punish that man. You know,
Romulus, Romulus and
Remus.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end. Justify the means conversation. That's a whole other conversation.
Well, that's is that not kind of what you're saying with like he hasn't killed anybody yet?
Well, at this point, I'm just talking about societal acceptance. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, is a serial killer someone who wants to kill people, or is he someone that is actively killing people?
Well, right. He's not a serial killer until he kills more than one peoples.
Yeah.
I said peoples. No. I mean, it's some hard shit, dude. Yeah. It's why I just... It's why I hide in my house. It's all ugly. Yeah. You know? And then, like, I'm still... I continue to read 48 Laws of Power. Yeah. The reason that, dear listeners, you're still hearing about it is I'm reading it very slowly. I don't read much more than, like, a chapter at a time. But, like, you know, all that stuff in there... If you really look at the actions of people, you can see there's stuff in there. Even like weird, fucked up actions, like somebody who wants to be a serial killer. Yeah. You know, maybe they're not necessarily looking for like a principality, like to be that kind of a ruler, but they are absolutely looking for power. Yeah. You know, it's interesting. Yeah. Looking at all this stuff. I was having a conversation with my mother because she's one of those people who like can't understand why people do things to her. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and I said, Mom, of course, you just think about everything. You know, you think about the situation, not just how it affects you. Literally think about how the situation affects the person doing things to you, and you can probably come to the conclusion of why they're doing these things. Yeah. You really just need to look at everything in the situation to understand what's happening. Yeah. You know, and if you're not looking at everything, you're never going to have any power.
And it also comes down to, too, like, maybe she is looking at everything, but she just doesn't want to believe or accept it. You know?
Well, I mean, there's definitely an aspect of that, too. Yeah. Yes.
So.
But man, you gotta, like, that's like, okay, if we're talking about my mom here, like, that's her fault. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, you know, like, once you can see things for what they are, and you don't accept them, you are making a choice. You are making a choice. And if you're not making a choice, it means maybe you're not seeing them for how they are. Yeah. You know? It's hard. Yeah. It's fucking difficult. Yeah. Especially when you see people falling victim to others' power. And you know why and how, and you could probably prevent it, but you're like not allowed to. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that, but it's
I think that's a million words, and you know what I'm saying, that's a whole story in itself that you just spit right there.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking A, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Fucking people.
People. That's what life is. Just interacting with each other.
Yep. There's a Gorillaz song, and they go, people, people. Everywhere there's people. Everywhere there's people messing around. And ain't that the truth? I think on that note, we go out of here. What do you think? You got anything to add?
I overheard a conversation about, I mean, I don't know the complete context, but it just made me think, like, someone saying that someone in their life has never apologized for anything they've done. Which I think can relate to what we were just talking about.
Sure.
And I thought about, and I guess this kind of works because of what you were just saying, like, why should they apologize to you? Like, why do you need that apology? Can't you see what's being done and do something about it, you know?
Well, I think that if, you know, a real true apology is given by someone who feels they owe an apology.
Yeah.
So for this person to have never received one, in the other person's eyes, they don't think that they've ever done anything that warrants an apology.
Yeah.
You know? So at that point, if it's affecting the other person who's not getting the apology, it would be on them to not be a party to that relationship anymore. You know what I mean? Because you just can't control other people. And if that person thinks they're right, something like an apology, something like forgiveness, these things aren't necessarily owed.
Yeah.
If a person doesn't believe that they do, whether they're right or wrong, right? You know, I mean, that's it. What we're talking about is absolutely something that I'm dealing with. Yes.
Yeah.
And I said much the same thing. You're never gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know, you need to come to terms with that. You need to accept that and then move forward. Like, stop just being mad about things. What comes next?
We can't be mad about the guy throwing trash in Hokkaido. We just gotta.
What comes next?
We just gotta. As you said, what did you say?
I don't remember.
Be the example. Be the example.
Yeah.
Just do
like,
right.
Okay, so he threw trash in Hokkaido. So how can I go pick up trash somewhere else? Right? Like, you know what I mean? Is that the only thing? You know, there's no way to undo a deed that's been done, but like, you know, something nice can be done afterwards to not atone. Is it atone? It might be atonement.
I don't think you can really atone for the other person.
That's why I say is it, but like, you know, because that person doesn't have anything to do with you, but what they did affected everyone. So is there anything that another can do to make the group?
Okay.
That's what I mean. I don't know if it's atonement is the word I'm looking for. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I mean that.
Yeah,
I would go and do that.
Yeah.
I would go do a volunteer project.
Go do community service in Hokkaido just to let tourists back in.
I absolutely would. You know. And I'm a different type of person. Like while I was there, I would study the language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would do these things. Like that's actually my dream.
I
wish I was independently wealthy so I could like just go study in a Japanese language school. That's like a dream of mine.
The world's unfair.
You know?
The guy who was throwing trash was doing that.
I know.
And he was probably slacking off in class and coming to throw trash.
Exactly. I'm struggling to learn some of the language on my own. You know?
Yep.
It's like, yeah. I want to go learn the language and their history.
Yeah.
I want to go pick up the trash. Let me have that trash. Gotta be a trash collector.
Oh my God, aren't you 40, son? Yeah, I'm picking up trash.
Yep,
here I am out here picking up
shit
trash.
In your bags. I mean, it's Japan. They sell wild stuff.
Hey, man.
Why are you throwing out these hentai toys? There's barely a stain on these.
How many times you use this? I'm about to go wash it and use it myself.
Rinse and reuse.
Oh my God. We're saving the earth one hentai toy at a time.
That's right. Recycle that plastic. There's gonna be a whole secondary market of used hentai toys.
Oh my god. Half price pre-owned hentai toys. Oh my god. What a way to end off such an elegant episode.
Bro, I'm sorry.
That was the bomb right there.
I can't help myself.
You know what? That's okay, because you're allowed to be like that. I can't do nothing about that.
Hey man, my trash is being thrown in my space.
Another man's trash is another man's treasure. That's all it is.
Damn straight. Or in my case, it'll just be more trash.
I had a thought about I mean, I guess there's people like it everywhere, because I was gonna say, like, obviously a tourist is trashing the place, right? But like, how come no locals trash the place, you know? Like, is that really like that much of like, I guess I'm saying, like, is there a nature thing, and is there just a whole like cultural thing? Like, is it literally that like Americans or whoever are just assholes compared to Japanese people?
Well,
know?
I don't think asshole is the right way to put it, because I think there are a lot of fucking Japanese assholes.
Yeah.
The thing is, the way that their culture is and the way that they're raised, that saying that we always hear, the nail that sticks out furthest gets hammered in first. I think that is like such a part of their culture that they really don't want to stand out. They really don't want to cause trouble for anyone else. So therefore, they really do walk around with their garbage until they find a garbage can and throw it out.
Yeah.
They do those little societal things. Even the speech. Like, we know that there's the polite form of speech. And they do two strangers. Yeah. Complete strangers. They talk to you differently. Yeah. I think that's the only reason. Like, I think Japan itself, the way that their cultures evolved with, like, you know, originally how it was so cut off from everything, and then like the explosion of the Meiji era when everything came in, and then the way they tried to still maintain their nationality, but then they went back into the imperial mindset with World War II, and then they lost, and then were controlled, and like all this stuff. And I think that still in the national psyche, there's still that like, don't make waves. Yeah. You know, don't cause problems for the person next to you. Don't do it. Doesn't matter who they are. Just don't do it. Yeah. You know, and I think that's why. Like, I don't think it's fair to have this conversation when it comes to Japan, because they are so uniquely them. Yeah. You know, and it's not even like it's not even like in China where they're ruled by fear. You know what I mean, it's not even quite the same thing. Yeah. There's literally a nationalist mindset. Yeah. Of this is the way we do things. Yeah. You know, and unfortunately, that even goes to, you know, the workforce, like women in the workforce, all this stuff, you know, all the status stuff. It all comes from the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it seems like when you listen to actual Japanese people talk about it, it sounds like an incredibly stressful culture, which is why suicide rate's so high. Yeah. Yeah. These people really, they know how fucked up it is. When all of the other cultures look at the Japanese culture and are like, damn, that's hard. How the fuck do you do that? They know. They know. They all know how horrible it is. Okay. You know? Yeah. I mean, it's fucking difficult. You know, like I say, like, I wish I got to grow up Japanese, but there's also part of me it's like, I'm kind of glad I didn't.
I might be dead.
You know what I mean? I might not have made it. Who knows? Plus, my age, like, I was the perfect age to have been, like, a young, like a middle-aged teenager when the bubble burst and the economy changed and everything. Like, I probably would have been, like, you know, like an early fucking NEET, you know what I mean? Yeah. Absolutely. So, like, I mean, I probably lucked out there. Yeah. You know? Huh. I mean, it really is. Like, I don't know how much you know about, like, the Japanese history and, like, how their economy, like, raised to this gigantic point and then just sank like crazy. Like, it's a very interesting. Yeah. The Japanese history that I know is incredibly interesting. Yeah. And it makes a lot of sense what it did to the people. Yeah. Truly. You know, did you watch Godzilla -1 yet? No. Did we talk about this already? I fucking loved it. I loved it. But a big part of the movie is, you know, there's a kamikaze pilot who didn't kill himself. Yes, he branded as a coward. And then there's all these other people who, like, the war's over. Yeah. We survived this war. This war was hell for all of us. We all have horrible stories. We survived. Yeah. But now something's coming that's going to kill us again. and no one's gonna help.
Yeah.
I guess we're all gonna probably go die again to try and make sure our wives and daughters and brothers and sisters live. Like, that's what this movie's about. It's not about Godzilla. It's about that.
Yeah.
And that's fucking amazing. You know what I mean? And it says something to the Japanese people. Yes, I know I'm talking about fiction people, but
still,
this is a
mean,
real thing. They did
yeah.
have these feelings. You know, when you read stories like it was like Barefoot Gen about the kid, you know, in World War II who like witnessed the bomb and the aftermath and all this stuff. It's fucking hard, dude.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely hard. So, you know, their mindset, like, judge them as you will, because we don't know.
Yeah.
We know a different way of life, but they do have reasons for being these ways. And some of them are trying to change.
Yeah. I think it's interesting, just like, because, like, obviously, like I just said, like, my first perception was we are assholes, they are not, but it's like there is that, you just showed me to that flip side of, like, yeah, they're nice, but they want to kill themselves, you know, like, they're, like,
But like I said,
it's so interesting.
And like there are assholes, and the assholes usually it comes out in interpersonal relationships.
Yeah.
Look at the bullying that happens.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
that fucking stuff. There are some assholes.
Yeah, yeah.
The way they talk to each other and some shit, you're just like, oh my god, I would fucking kill you, or you'd kill me. But after this, you are never speaking to me again. That way. You know what I mean? Like it's just power, forms of power. Status. You know, to them over there, age is status, and therefore, like, I'm older than you. That's power over you. You know, that's power there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you didn't do what you talk to me that way, I'm your senpai. To me, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you that way because you're an asshole. If you're an asshole, I'm an asshole. What do you mean? You know?
There's balance in everything. It's interesting.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. You know, but again, it all comes from, you know, our American phrase version of it is shit rolls downhill. Right? You know, I mean, it's just always how it was. Back in feudal Japan, the lords had everything.
Yep.
And the people worked for the lord to have everything. And they didn't have much.
Yeah.
And they were controlled.
Yeah.
You know? Wild stuff. Power dynamics. We always talk about these power dynamics, and it's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's truly so interesting. But I think it's important. And I think that a lot of people don't understand power dynamics and fall victim to things.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking know, you know?
Yeah.
Even if one person's listening to us and it makes them think about power dynamics a certain way, maybe it can help them. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You know? I just want people to think about it a little more.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah.
Man, I want to go to Japan, though. We talk about
Bro,
traveling,
next year.
I
Next
want
year.
to fucking go. Next year might be rough. I don't know what to do with Amy. Like, I don't know how I can disappear for a week with Amy.
I know. I mean,
Like,
look, I get it because, you know, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, and I know you're up for it because we talked about, like, you know, going to Brooklyn and shit like that. Like, it's a 12-hour flight. Like,
I know.
That is shitty. The 8-hour flight to Germany was pretty shitty.
I know. I do not want to do 12 hours in a plane. I'm going to go fucking
suck.
nuts.
It's going to suck. So, you know, these are things like, I mean, I want to go, though. Like,
That's worth it. I'll still do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, like, getting Amy figured out, getting
It's my biggest
figured
issue.
out, getting whatever, you know.
Yeah.
The 12-hour flight, like, there's going to be parts that suck, but I think it's going to be worth it.
I think so, too. I mean, I
really
wanna
think
fucking go.
if we do, like, when we do go, we got to have... I know my anxious ass is over planner, but
I know you are.
I do want to have, like, we're doing this day. We're like, I know, because I want it to be so worth it. I know maybe it's never gonna go like perfect, but I do want to be like, okay, today we're in Japan, in Tokyo, and we're doing this, and this.
Yeah. So what we do is like basically we find out exactly how much time we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
And because I think you're like me on this, right? You don't just want to go to Tokyo.
Yeah.
So basically, we figure out exactly where we're going. You figure out how many days in each place.
Yeah.
And then you get like, you know, by the area.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do this, and this in this area.
Yeah.
And then like the rest of the day, like you find out exactly what you want to do. You make your times for it.
Yeah.
And the rest of the day, chill. Because like me personally, what I want to do more than anything, we can just do when we're done doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just want to go into stores.
Yeah,
mostly.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to go into stores, and I want to go out to eat and drink at night.
Yeah.
So,
Shit,
my day,
I
you know
mean,
what I mean?
hell
Like, I
yeah,
don't really
man.
care. I'll just go along for the ride. And, like, other than that, I want to see countryside. I would love to go during cherry blossom season, but that might be too much with all the other tourists and shit. I don't know. But, you know. But like I wanted to go to Hokkaido.
Yeah.
I want to see the history stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Like fucking Edo would be cool. Go to Edo Castle. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me is just like Germany, for example, the days where I was just kind of like walking around, I wasn't too amused.
Right.
I mean, I think it'll be a little better in Japan because Japan's a little more like different.
Well, that's why I say the stores and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want anime shit.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Walking around. You know what I mean? And like, if we're going to Japan, we gotta like, you know, go see some of the arcades.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? There's some shit we just gotta do.
Yeah.
You know, and like, not this, but like I know there'll be some kind of like I don't want to do this one per se, but you know how they did like the big sort of online AR exhibit? I would like to do something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I bet you there's shit like that going on, you know?
Word.
And also, my big thing is there are so many Japanese bands I like. I want to make sure I can figure out a way, because buying concert tickets in Japan is hard, but I want to make, if I'm going to Japan, I'm going to a concert.
Yeah.
I don't care which of the bands I like that it is. I'm going to plan the time we're going, find a concert ticket, and then plan the trip around this concert. I have to do it.
I like that.
You know what I mean? I have to go to a concert in Japan.
Word.
So fucking cool. Even like while we're there, go see some weird like underground idol show, just to see the randomness.
That would be cool.
You know what I'm saying?
I would like that.
Wave some glow sticks around. I think it'd be cool. You know?
Hell yeah.
See some weird visual K. Like that's the stuff I want to see. Some weird shows and shit if we can get in.
Yeah.
Weird ass restaurants. Like I know that the cool Robo, like there's like a robot restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's gone, but it's like now it's like samurais and ninjas or some shit.
Oh shit.
But like,
Either
dope.
way,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I want to go do that. That sounds fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know, go to the fucking Potbelly Pig Cafe. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. You don't want to go? Come on.
I don't even know what that is. I've
You don't
never
know
heard
what
of
Potbelly
that.
Pig is?
No.
It's a small pig, but it's got a giant.
You mean literally?
It's a literal
you mean
Potbelly
literally?
Pig Cafe.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like.
No.
I thought it was the maids with like fake stomachs or something. That's initially what went in my head.
I'd go to that too.
Like a fucking bloated fantasy cafe.
That's funny. No, that's not what it is. It's like a cat cafe with pigs.
No, that'd be awesome. Cat cafe, but it's Potbelly pigs.
Yeah.
Got it.
I would go to a maid cafe too. Just to see
absolutely.
What
I
it's
think
like.
that's got to be one of the things we do.
Mm-hmm. Some of like the weird themed izakayas and shit.
Yeah.
There's like all kinds of weird shit there.
Hell yeah.
I was watching. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Aki. One of the YouTubers, and she was in this. It was like Strong Girls.
Oh yeah, yep. I've seen that before.
That?
Yep.
They like punch you and shit. They smack you.
Yep.
They do all kinds like this is really funny.
Oh
I would want to do that. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
even like fucking or even like with dudes. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like that's fun too. I'll go to fucking a strong man cafe. I don't care. Something like
I
that.
think I'd rather go to the strong girl.
Obviously,
one,
but I'm saying I would go either way. You know.
I would go to a show.
Random
that's
shit.
dudes and stuff. Yeah.
I want to see
random
weird, cool
Let's go
shit that we don't have
explore.
here.
Yeah.
You know?
Word.
Yeah, man. Fucking A. I'd
Word.
like to go like see a hostess club, but man, we'd spend so much money there. It's
Yeah.
really not worth
That's
it.
the biggest
It's just
problem.
not worth it, man. Like, oh, there goes all my money. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to go do the adventures. I know we could adventure for sure.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Hell yeah.
definitely. Some shrines.
Yeah. No, I would love to see that shit.
I bet you we can go to like where they make sake somewhere, like some kind of sake fucking.
Damn. Yeah.
Right. That would actually be really cool.
I could get behind sake. Beer, no. Sake,
you
yes.
I could drink sake, but not as much. I prefer beer. Like I used to be like kind of a real big drinker. Like, I drank a fucking lot, you know.
But like, was it all beer?
No, like,
Oh, okay.
I was
You mean,
definitely
like-
alcoholic.
Okay.
And
See, I can understand that. At
right.
least.
So now I really just drink beer most of the time. Sometimes I'll drink some whiskey, but
I'm so the other way around. I mean, I've been sober this whole year, which I'm very happy about. But like, I just don't understand beer. Like, I think it tastes like shit. Doesn't get you that drunk. Like, I cannot understand.
dude, there's
it.
some high alcohol beer.
I mean,
there's like
sure, but
7
like,
point
I could just
something
take
beer.
a shot of Jaeger and
What
like.
kind of beer are you drinking? Like, have you had good beer? Like a good craft beer?
I don't know what.
Because if you're drinking,
listen, I just had the beer in Germany from whatever. I'm sure that's
true.
Probably
That was
the
probably
best
good.
you can get.
Yeah,
and I hated it.
So say like here in New York, we're getting a lot of the just shit beer. Like the stuff you buy here in our supermarket doesn't actually good.
Yeah.
But like,
I feel like
the
it
craft
beer
places
like
I like.
Fucking, I don't know, just piss
You
water.
just don't like beer.
I just don't like beer.
There ain't
I
nothing
love
wrong
Jaeger.
with not liking beer.
Jägermeister? Oh my god, I'll drink a whole bottle, but beer? Hell no. Get that shit away from me.
Ugh.
You
prefer
don't like Jägermeister?
You prefer licorice. It tastes like licorice.
Yeah, what the fuck? You don't want to get drunk off candy? That's like the best thing.
No, I'll drink like a cinnamon. I'd rather drink a cinnamon type liquor.
Okay, I see. I can
sweet.
understand that. But beer, I hate. No, that's just
like
piss water, man.
And also, so you know what? Another thing I like about beer that like I think a lot of beer drinkers do like about it, because it's piss water. You can drink for hours, enjoying yourself. You know what I mean? Whereas if you're drinking liquor for hours,
understand that. Yeah,
you're on the fucking floor. Yeah. So that's one thing about that's why, I tend to drink more a lighter beer. I drink lagers mainly now.
So maybe beer is more of a social drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, so is liquor.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you can just go longer. It's friendlier.
Now I think about it every time I drink, I'm kind of cooked. Yeah.
Right. Like I can sit here and drink 6 beers with you and still have a fine time.
Yeah.
But if I drank that same amount of liquor,
I'd
be slurring my words.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could always get like I get a Jaeger drink, which is just a Jaeger bomb, but instead of
the beer,
a bomb, it's like just a whole, it's a drink.
Full of Jaeger.
It's a drink. It's like half and half, So
what does it mix with then? Because a
Jaeger
Jaeger
bomb
is
Red
beer.
Bull. No, it's Red Bull and Jaeger.
Oh, it's Red Bull and Jaeger.
Yeah.
I don't drink Jaeger.
So usually it's Red Bull and then you drop a Jaeger shot in it. But for me, it's like half and half. And, I'll sip that. I love it. It's delicious. It gets me, like, decently crunked. But, I mean... But, no, I will admit, like, most of the time when I drink, like... I've only thrown up, like, once, twice, maybe. Like, to the point where I was too far gone. And then there was one time where I was just like, I didn't throw up, but I was like literally in a corner, like.
Oh,
and that was because I was, I was just drinking liquor, and I was drinking it fast because I don't think about it because it's sweet.
My worst drunk stories all involved too much liquor.
Yeah,
I know. I have plenty horrible ones. Yes. Getting kicked out of fraternity parties. Yeah.
But for me, it's like. I don't know. I'm an objective thinker. I'm like, well, what am I here to do? I'm here to get drunk, and how am I gonna do that the fastest with the best taste? Jaeger.
Right, but fastest you missed the whole party.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, and I never really thought about it like that. I guess my thought was always just like, all right, I'm getting drunk tonight, so let's go.
Well, that's that's also your age talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, when you're younger, that is the point of partying. Let's get fucked up, bro! I mean, that's it. Now it's less let's get fucked up and more let's hang out. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's a part of it, too. I had a couple beers the other day. I'm like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
But, like, now, like, if I just want a couple beers, I don't really want to get drunk.
Yeah.
So I'll just go get, like, some PBR, which is basically piss water.
Yeah.
I know. Like I know it don't taste good. I don't drink it for that taste.
So what's the good taste in beer then?
Like a craft beer.
But what
like
does
around
it taste
here,
like? What does it taste like to you?
Dude, you can get a stout. You can get like a chocolate stout. And it tastes like fucking chocolate. It's delicious. Right in Kingston, there's a place called Keegan Ales.
Beer.
That is beer.
No, just a beer though.
That is a fucking beer. What do you mean? There's different types of beer.
It's not like mixed in.
There's lager. There's stout. There's I'm forgetting.
All right, what is
beer?
Isn't it yeast?
This is all beer. It's all made with yeast. It's made with hops. It's made with all that shit. But there's different processes and different additions. So stout is a dark beer. Like, have you ever heard of Guinness?
Yeah.
You ever seen it? It's like
it's dark,
thick and black.
Yeah.
That's a stout. That's a sweeter tasting beer. So
maybe I've just been doing this whole beer
in
thing
Kingston.
Wrong.
Well, see, here's the problem though. It's fattening. So in Kingston, there's Keegan Ales.
That's how I think of all beers.
It's
like
not,
you're getting
though.
a beer belly. Like that's
no, yes and no. Different beers are different. Like if you're just drinking some lagers, you're not really gonna get that beer belly. But if you're drinking stouts, absolutely you're getting it. If you're drinking Hefeweizen, you're drinking bread.
Yeah.
Think about it. At this point, you're literally drinking bread. But anyway, Keegan Ales in Kingston has a beer called Mother's Milk. It's a chocolate stout, fucking delicious. And they also have another one. I forgot exactly. I think it's called Joe Mama's Milk. And it's mother's milk, but it's like coffee flavored mother's milk.
Okay.
So like, you know what I mean?
I'm going to avoid trying it because I don't even want to like beer. I'd rather just go
it's
my
very
whole
good.
life
So like,
hating
you
beer.
see my size, like I'm not skinny.
Yeah.
I'm not skinny because I don't eat. Like I do fucking eat and shit.
Yeah.
I just don't gain weight. The only thing that makes me gain weight is
Beer.
drinking too much dark beer. Because there's one, I was drinking like Yingling Black and Tans for like 6 months once. I was at 185 pounds. I was like, holy shit, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Empty calories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
So that's a good beer. You know what I mean? There are beers that don't taste like PBR.
Yeah.
You know, and there are also lagers that taste actually good. I bet you the one you had in Germany, I would think is delicious.
Probably. I thought it just tasted like piss water, man. I don't know.
I believe it.
Huh.
I'm trying to think. German. I bet you it was like a Pilsner. Was it light?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I bet you it was like a Pilsner. It's a different type of beer, different processes.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about to tell you what makes a Pilsner different than a lager.
Yeah.
That I don't know. You know. I find it fascinating. You know?
Yeah.
Taste buds are interesting. I also got like dead taste buds and like horrible things. So let's not forget that about me. You know.
Word.
I don't even know how we got on beer.
I don't
talking
either.
about drinking. I don't even know how we're talking about drinking.
Don't know.
Nah,
Well,
whatevs.
It was good, though. It was good. It was
Worked out.
interesting.
Yeah, man. It's fascinating. And you have like fucking, so like one of the things in like Germany, like fucking Bavarian monks would make the beer. Like that was the thing. Like, this certain type of beer was made by the monks. You know what I mean?
That is interesting.
And it's like their culture. You know, they worshipped God all day, studying whatever, and at night they got fucking drunk, and then they went to sleep. That's just what they did. You know?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool.
That
man.
is cool. So much interesting stuff. So much stuff. See, people, we hate them and love them.
Yeah.
Hate the guys who throw around trash. Love the beer monks.
Absolutely.
Like, it's just all so interesting.
It's fucking hey. People are. I mean, that's the thing that we're hitting on when we talk about the individual. People are different. We're quirky. We're weird. We all do different things for who knows why.
Yeah.
You know? I don't remember what I was doing, but I did something the other day. It was like, it wasn't that I was doing something stupid, but I was doing something stupidly.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was just making it so difficult on myself.
Yeah.
And it came to a point where I realized it, and I'm just like, the fuck? what am I doing here? You know, and there's no rhyme or reason for that.
Yeah.
That shit's funny, though. It's funny when you catch yourself just doing dumb things.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Yeah. All right, everyone. So we're going to call it